Get into this. We are talking today about what not to do when pitching your business, you guys. Let me just make sure what not to do when pitching your business. This is based on a real life event that happened last night. So I kind of like to just weave in what happens to me in my life and things that I hear, and then just respond to you guys. So you are hearing like in real time what people are doing and why it ain't right. Okay, so just you can kind of look at what you do in business, and if you're accidentally doing something like that, like let's try to navigate away from that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. First things first, you can win things. I don't know if you knew that. So all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment on my YouTube videos, and then share my YouTube videos onto social media, tagging myself or my business page in it. Either way, no big deal. One person every single week is going to win something for free from my swag shop. I have a swag shop. Did you know that? Do you know I had a swag shop? It has this verse on it. There's a t-shirt with this verse on it, by the way, like, okay. It's got all sorts. It's got like Esther 4:14 stuff, right? For such a time as this. It's got stuff like unstoppable, warrior. It's got like just our kind of stuff, right? Because that's who we are. That's why you're even watching this in the first place, is because you recognize a piece of yourself in me. And I, of course, recognize a piece of myself in you. And that's why we're a community, and it's why we're so tight knit. But anyway, if you've never been to the swag shop, just go check it out. It's on withmartha.com. Just go to shop up at the top, and then you'll be able to see all of the things. It has little baby onesies, okay? It has little baby onesies that says, I'm a change maker. I mean, come on. And also make me a Moses. It's all the things, you guys. Anyway, let me go ahead and get out of here. But one person every week wins something for free from the swag shop. All right, now let's get into this. I see you guys coming in, and good morning to you. I'm going to bring people's names up at the end and any comments that you guys have. I'm just going to get through this content really quick, and then we're going to go ahead and bring you guys up. Okay, let's go. So, how not to pitch your business. Here's what happened. I was so like cringing. And so was the girl next to me, of whom I did not know, but we had a strong bond last night. So what happened, you guys, was this. I was getting my nails done. I got my nails done. Danelle and I and Nora, we all went to go get our nails done last night. And whenever I was getting like my fingers done, I was sitting at this little, you sit at the little table and they're working on your hands. And this lady comes in, and then she's getting her nails done too. And I guess the person she's talking to is the owner of the place. I don't know. Based on the conversation, it sounded like it. Because I was totally listening in. I had nothing else to do. When you're in that environment, you're like, I'm just going to listen to all the conversations around me. And then as I continued hearing the conversation, I was like, oh no, please stop. Like, I wanted to throw myself in front of the train that she was like, so she was a train wreck, and I wanted to throw myself in front of her so she could just stop. Like, I was like, please don't do this anymore. Please be done. But here's what she was doing. I don't know how she got on, how she does multiple streams of income. And that's kind of where I was like, oh, okay, well, shoot, I want to hear about this. I'm totally down to hear about what people are doing. And then she said that she day trades, and so do I. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I would like to hear about what she's doing, right? And as she goes into it, she's like, she was saying, that she makes like 12 grand a day, which isn't out of the realm of possibilities. You need to have been doing it for a while, and it's definitely not every day that you're going to do that, but it could have been true. And so I was just still listening. And then the guy she was talking to, the owner, I guess, of the place, was like, oh, day trading. Okay, well, I'm interested in that. And she's like, oh, well, I can just give you the link to where I learned it. And she's like, obviously you have to pay to learn it. And I was with her, and I was like, well, yeah, of course. Yeah, you got to pay to learn things. And so it was normal up until that point, right? I mean, all of that was kind of normal. I'm like, man, this is believable. And then this happened. Oh, my word. And then she started saying, like, she started selling him. Because before they were just having a conversation. And it was just like kind of a normal conversation. And he was already sold on it, okay? And then what she did is she continued to sell him and she made it weird. And also, in the continuing to sell him, I was able to deduce what she's actually doing. And because day traders don't typically go out and say, I'm a day trader, do you want to day trade too? Like, we don't really talk about it a lot, right? Like, if you're doing some trading and stuff, it's like kind of you just do it and you don't really talk. Like, I never talk about it, right? I don't talk about Bitcoin. I don't talk about crypto. I'm not a financial advisor. I just do my own thing. But I don't go out and say, like, you need to day trade too, right? It just doesn't typically happen unless I had a course on it or I had some sort of financial investment in it where I needed, like where I wanted to sell something to you or sell some sort of support to you or something like that. And so I just don't really talk about it that much. And so what she started doing, you guys, is she started saying, like, okay, well, you have to buy the course. I'll send you the link to the course. And she said the course amount, and she was like, it's like $287 for the course. And I was like, that's odd that it would be that amount, because most courses that I've seen for day trading, either there's no money at all and it's more of a membership, like I'm in a membership with somebody and he basically just shares his screen of what he's doing. And I'm actually in 2 memberships. I don't watch the one. I just am paying for it every month. We all do that, don't we? Anyway, so one of them, you just watch his screen and you can see what he's getting and you're like, it seems smart. Okay, yeah, I'll do that too. Like, I don't really think too much about it. But she said the course was like $287 and I'm like, okay, I feel like somebody's undervaluing themselves, but whatever. Because if you're actually going to do a course and not a membership, the course should cost more in my opinion. But anyway, I was like, gosh, that's not very much. And then she started saying it. She started saying, like, she started overselling. She started saying, like, well, everybody needs to have multiple streams of income and it's the smart way and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. He already said he was sold. What are you doing right now? And then she was like, she just kept, I don't remember exactly what she said, but she just kept selling it. She kept saying, and then there's this, and then there's this. And then all he started to say on the other end, this is a sales conversation, all that he started saying on the other end was, okay. He was no longer actively participating in the conversation. He was there because he had to do her nails. That was like really the only reason he was still there, okay? Had we been having an actual conversation and he had free reign to walk wherever he wanted to, he would have been gone. But she lost him when she oversold and she just kept selling and he was already sold. And so anyway, what I actually deduced from what she was doing was that she's not really a day trader. She's with like a network marketing company, which is fine. It's fine. MLMs and network marketing companies, there's nothing wrong with them. However, the way she was presenting it was that she day trades and she was going to teach him day trading and that she made all of her money on day trading. And the reality is that she makes her money off of her team for the most part and not actually the trading. So like, it's okay that it's network marketing and MLM, but here's the thing. Here's where people get an ugly taste in their mouth about MLM and network marketing is that people are devious. They're deceitful whenever they explain what they do. Just be honest. Because she started using words like my team, and I'm not going to teach anybody else. I'm going to teach my team and da-da-da-da-da. And she started getting into that. And I was like, I get it. So I know what the network marketing company is likely. And but It was all uncovered. So all of these things that didn't make sense to me before were like, oh, I get it now. But here's the thing. If she wasn't making it clear in the beginning, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, I get it, you're actually talking about this. And then in the end, like if I were having a conversation with her and I was like, oh, you're talking about this, and I named the company, and she says, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, then why didn't you start with that? Why were you trying to make it sound like something else? Because now it makes me feel like you're lying to me. That's what, this is what I want for everybody to understand in this, you guys. Don't try to sugarcoat what you're doing. We make massive impact when we are straight up honest and transparent about what we're doing, why we're doing it, and our mission in this world. All she could have said was, listen, I help other people create financial independence by day trading with this network marketing company. And then he could have been like, oh, network marketing. And she could have said, yeah, I felt the same way. Here's why this is different. It could have been like that, and then there would have been no weirdness. But she's going to come up against some weirdness. She's going to, if they continue their conversation, the moment he finds out it's network marketing, he's going to be like, oh, he's going to feel bamboozled. And that is what, like, we need to be careful when we're pitching our business and what we do, not just people in network marketing, but everyone. When we're pitching what we do, be honest. Be open. Nobody wants to feel deceived. Nobody wants to feel like they were just lied to. In this world, in this new economy, you lie to someone and you're out. You're out times 5, you're out times 10 because they will tell people. Okay? So just a heads up, I got real passionate about it last night. I said to the girl next to me, like as when I realized what it was, I said to her, I was like, listen, we hadn't said anything before. I said, hey, listen, we're like knee deep in an MLM pitch right now. And she looked at me and she's like, I was wondering what that was. And I'm like, that's what it is. And we laughed and it was funny. But anyway, again, no shade on network marketing or MLM. I love it. I think it's a great income stream. I absolutely do. But here's the deal. Let's be honest. Because that's why it's got a bad rap. It's because people aren't honest about it. Just be honest. There's plenty of people out there looking for opportunities. Be honest about what you got. Don't shade it and sugarcoat it into something else because that makes people not trust you. Stop it. Stop it. All right. Anyway, so what's going on with you guys? Andrea, bamboozled. Yes. Cindy, don't bamboozle people. Joe, if people are secretive about their offers, business, or pricing, I'm out. Yep. Megan, yep, honest and transparent. That's why I don't do well in network marketing. I was trained to be deceptive. Man, it's so gross, right? Sarah, been in that position multiple times. So awkward. Man. You guys, if you're not yet in HBR, I'm just going to go ahead and say this to you, okay? If you're not yet in, let me get this. In HBR is where I pull the curtains? When I pull the curtains back on how I've created multiple income streams from home, it's my system. It's the ongoing editing of what's working, what's not, and only letting you know what's working. There's things that are changing in HBR that are being updated because here's the truth. What we have right now is an overwhelming amount of information out in the world. But what we don't have is a system that says, do this, do that, do this, do that, wash, rinse, repeat, right? That's what people need is the like, do this, the system, the actual steps to do. HBR is drilling down on that, adding coaching. Anyway, it's going to be $10K starting next month. Right now you can get in at $14.97. See? Abundance of transparency. What you would do is you would go to Livin the Dream with Martha, and you would message me the words, let's do this, rainbows and unicorns, whatever you want. I love you guys. I'm out. Bye-bye.